Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's gonna be a little bit of a chatty video, an excuse if the light will keep coming and going. I'm not filming with any lights. So it's been a while since I did one of these kind of sit down videos where I'm chatting. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna be reviewing this. I just got it actually the other day in TK Maxx. Foundation by Topshop. So I got Nutmeg. I don't know because there wasn't any samples. Liquid long wear liquid foundation. Yeah, it's by Topshop. You can see, I know that. And yeah, that's all it says. Oh, 8318. I believe that's the number. So I'm gonna do my face while I'm just having a little bit of a chat and where I have been and what has been going on in my life lately. Yeah, good things and not so great things. So first of all, we're going to start by priming my face, and I'm going to use this Catrice primer, hydrating, anti-wrinkling, natural glow, anti-pollution, anti-oxidation, pore minimalization, evens out skin tone, blurs imperfection. Oh my goodness, there's so much. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit like that, and my face is already cleaned. And yeah, so where have I been? We're 2020 now. I haven't done any beauty video. I haven't really uploaded much of I think I've only uploaded one video this year. To be honest, it's been a little bit of a struggle. I did this video the other day just where I was chatting about it, but then I decided I wasn't gonna post it yet. I'm gonna think about what I'm going to say. So I'm going to... Did that break? It definitely broke something. So I'm going to put that foundation there. I hope it's my color. It's winter time here, so anyway, so I started by saying about my last year, 2019. I was about to say 2019, and how coming towards the end of I'm just gonna turn on a little bit of extra light, might be good. Yeah, that's better. So coming towards the end of 2019, which was around October. So some of you might know, some of you might not know, but I work as a chef. I trained as a chef, and I lately late last year actually, I just qualified as a pastry chef as well. So I was doing training for pastry chef. So late last year, October, precisely October 13th, I think this was 13th. I think it was on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday. It's not that I'm thinking. It was on a Sunday. And excuse me that I'm doing this actually on camera. But late last year, was in the evening, Sunday evening, I was at home, and I texted my boss about something, and he never replied. He had asked me to bake a cake and bring it into work that day, and he hadn't replied. Wow, the foundation is amazing. Whoa, sorry. As you can see the difference. So I've only done halfway this way, not this way, and you can see it's kind of covered every single thing. So I chatted to the boss and was bringing a cake the next day. So I texted him to tell him what type of a cake that I was going to be baking. But I didn't get to hear from him, which was unusual, because he normally, if I texted him, like he used to text very quickly. But that day he didn't, and well, I waited. And then it was around 8 o'clock in the evening, and he rang me, and he sounded normal. Nothing sounded different to the usual. And then he was like, Jane, the job has closed. There is no more work for us. The job has, someone just came and something happened and they had to close it down. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, you're messing, like, because I got on very well with my boss, and I was like, stop messing with me. And he was like, no, I'm not messing with you. It is closed, and come in tomorrow and we can do some paperwork here and there. And I was like, okay. So I put the phone down, and I couldn't, at that stage, I couldn't really believe it. I was like, no, I think there's something wrong. Because this did happen to me a few years ago in a different job. I was actually off, and then I was contacted. I was like, Jane, come into work. And I went into work, and everywhere was dark. And I was like, what's happening? And then I saw people were carrying things, and so I asked the boss, and she was like, oh, the business just closed. Just like that. No notice, nothing. You don't know where you're going to get another job anytime soon. So anyway, last year, it really did bother me because it was like the best place I'd ever worked. I got on very well with everyone, the boss, and I felt like it was my own place. You know, he had given me so much liberty to, whenever it came to selecting menus, cooking, whatever I wanted to cook, I could cook. And I loved that and enjoyed that. And even when I was training other chefs, it was like amazing, you know. And then all of a sudden, this is gone. And it just kind of opened my eyes at that stage, because I was like, nothing is guaranteed. You know, you wake up one morning thinking that you're going to go into work, and then all of a sudden it's gone and you can't go. So that, I kind of went in very quickly soon after the job finished and applied for different jobs, you know, for jobs, chefing jobs. But being in Ireland, and the part of Ireland that I live in Kerry, it's so much tourist, what do you say it? It's driven by tourism. You know, there's a lot of tourism that comes here to see different things. So some seasons can be quiet, and I knew it was going to be a struggle, and it was a struggle. And for a while I was like, you know what? And then it came closer to December, and I was like, it's not worth me looking for a job, because I knew there is no way I'm going to find a job at that time, because no business wants to employ someone in December and then try to train them when that's the most busiest time that they can have. So December came, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it easy, enjoy time off with my husband. And I did. I should be doing something when I'm talking, just don't talk. But I'm actually loving this foundation. That's pretty good. I might go and get another one, because maybe they might not have another one anywhere. And I think it just suits my skin. It might be a little bit dark, but I do prefer darker foundations. What do you think? So that's what happened, and I'm just gonna do my eyeshadow. I'm wearing this kind of green colored dress, and I'm thinking I'm gonna try and match it up a little bit. So I'm Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So yeah, I decided I was gonna stay home, but that hit me really hard, because what had happened was, previous year so 2017, I worked there for the same place that I lost the job. I worked there for a whole year, and then I wanted to kind of grow and get a little bit of a challenge. So I moved to something bigger, like a big hotel. And then I just felt like that wasn't for me. So I moved back. When whenever you're comfortable somewhere. So I moved back. I'm looking for my eyeshadow brush. So I moved back to this place that just closed down, and I was fine, you know. As I said, I struggled quite a lot just to find something that I love. And you can be choosy, you know, because for me, quality of food is number one. And if I've eaten in different places and I don't like the food, I'm not going to apply there, because there is no way I'm going to be changing the menu, you know, or I don't want to serve the same food that I don't like. So anyway, I continued looking for a job, and then this year came, and I was like, there is no way I'm gonna get a job in January. I did bring my CVs, applied in different places, and I just couldn't find anything. And then just towards the end of January, maybe mid-January, I was like, you know what? No, this lady, there's a place I dropped my CV, and this lady rings me, and she's like, oh, are you still looking for a job? I was like, yeah, I am still looking for a job. But at this stage, I've gotten a letter from a doctor. I was waiting for this appointment for 3.5 years to get a surgery done. I will explain that someday later, not today, on a different video. And so I get this, go to the interview, and the lady's like, oh, I really like where you've worked, and it seemed like you've worked in many places and you seem to be good. And I was like, yeah, I am good. Duh. And she was like, I want to give you a job. But then I was like, I have a surgery scheduled to come in the beginning of February. So I don't know what will be the healing time for the, goodness, I should be doing something when I'm talking. So I'm gonna have this palette, and I think I'm going to wear these two green colors here, and on my crease I think I've just gone in with that. So yeah, so that so I told the lady, 1 second actually. So I went to the lady, and she was like, I do want to give you a job. So I had to be honest with her and tell her that I might not be able to start the job. Where's the camera? That's the green I'm putting on. So I told her I will not be able to start the job now. I have surgery and I don't know what will be the healing time. And she was like, I don't mind, I'll wait for you. And I was like, what? Yes, because I hadn't gotten much information about the surgery. I knew it was going to happen, and it's an abdominal surgery. So she said she's going to wait. So I'm in that time where I'm waiting. I'm on the healing. I had my surgery on the 3rd of February. Today is 14th. Actually, it's Valentine's Day. And just, it's amazing having something like this happen to me. And just I'm a spiritual person, and just having entrusting everything to God and praying that, you know, something good will come out of the situation that you're going through. Sometimes situations are difficult, but I thank God that through that, when I was working, I saved enough, and my husband has a good job as well. So it's not that I'm forced to run out and look for a job or just do any type of job, because I don't want to do that. I want to get better at the things that I normally do, and something that I have so much passion for. So yeah, it was like a moment of reflection. I've never been out of a job, I'll be honest. 4 months now. Yesterday was exactly 4 months, and I've never been out of a job that long. So it was an eye opener for me, you know, and just putting things into perspective, and, you know, appreciating every moment that you have a job. And because you don't know, many companies, they get liquidized by either the banks or maybe the government or something like that, and just not knowing where your bread is gonna come tomorrow is a factor sometimes I think we need to reconsider and think about. So yeah, that kind of opened my eyes a little bit, and I'm more thankful now. And just even I was thinking the timing of the surgery wouldn't have come at a better time, because if I was working as a chef requires a lot of standing, a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of, you know, you're running up and down, and pressure, and just the timing, how getting the appointment and going into surgery, and just me being at home now, and I don't need to worry that, you know, where am I going to get bread tomorrow, you know, that God has provided, and God has blessed us per se. For me especially, I feel I'm so blessed that I have that opportunity, that I can stay home, and just knowing there's a job waiting for me when I get better. And amazing thing is that the lady told me, I texted her on Sunday, that Sunday before the surgery, and I told her, I don't know, the doctors have said they don't know how long is the recovery is going to be. And she said, I will wait. Even if it's a month, I'm going to wait. So for me, I was like, if that's not a hand of God working in my life, I don't know what that is, what someone can say that is, you know. So it's been, this year has been, yeah, it's an up and down, because at the beginning I was like, I really want to go and work. And another thing is that because my YouTube has gotten affected quite a lot since the new rules where you have to press on the bell button. So I've been putting on the the darker green there, so I'm gonna go on the light green, the pale green, a little bit in the middle of my eye. Yeah, I was saying that my YouTube has been affected slightly, actually quite a lot, because I used to get a lot of views, and now because of the uh, pressing on the bell button, it has affected that, you know, you don't get as many views, and I think it's kind of affecting me. I feel definitely it has affected how I want to produce videos, because no matter how hard you work, you want to feel the rewards of the hard work that you're putting, because especially me being more focused on food, you have to even makeup, I think so, you have to play around first before you come and produce a video. With food, you have to either have cooked that food before, or you're trying at that time. You have to do the setting of light, and you have to put all the ingredients together, and the systematic way that you're going to produce that video has to be really, really perfect, you know. And for me, it kind of opened my eyes, and I'm like, I don't know, I really don't know. Not that I don't want to continue doing YouTube, because I do love doing YouTube. I have so much idea in my head, but just not seeing a review, not seeing great outcome of hard work that you've put in, you know. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a long video. That wasn't my intention, guys. So yeah, it's really difficult, and if you see that I haven't produced a video, that is probably the reason why. And I'm not complaining. Having YouTube is such an amazing platform that you can get to touch so many people, you know, that, you know, your videos are being watched nearly worldwide, yes, you know, and people commenting and giving you their feedback, or someone asking you a question, or someone telling you that they've watched a recipe of yours, they've cooked it and they love it. It makes you feel like you want to continue doing it. But at the same time, when the reviews are not great, being paid by YouTube, that does affect you ever slightly. I'm going in at the crease with a little bit of a kind of dark, light brown, I say, just to kind of lighten a little bit, not to make it too green. Actually, I might actually just leave it green, I think so. So yeah, that's what has been really happening to me. A little bit lacking in the zeal to do more videos, because when you're not getting a reward, when you, let's say, even in work, you know, when people don't get promotions, you've worked so hard, you see other people are growing that probably you started together, and you're staying stagnant. Do you quit? Do you keep pushing? What is it that you do? So for me, I think this is I don't know what level I am at the moment. I'm like, I don't know whether to keep pushing, or I don't know whether to kind of give it a break. I was thinking there a little while ago that maybe I need to take a little bit of a break and reevaluate what I want to do, what I want to put up, and you guys' comments and, you know, ideas will be highly appreciated. You know, I don't take these things for granted. I'm going to do a quick what do you call it, concealer. So I'm going to be wearing Maybelline, yeah, and you know, so that's the place I am at the moment. You guys can tell me that, if you can leave your comments there and leave your suggestions, you know, should I continue with or without the views being great, or, you know, should I evaluate? But I do love doing this. It's just sometimes it takes a lot of time doing things on YouTube and anything in general. And all of us want to grow, no matter where we want to grow in everything that we're doing, you know. So I'm just gonna blend this very quickly, and I'll be back. So I'm going to bake ever slightly with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. So just ever slightly. and we'll see how. And I just want to believe that I'm not the only one who've gone kind of through this experience, you know, where there's ups and down. So I'd like you guys to, you know, tell me your experiences with work. I know I'm in Europe, so it might be a little bit different than how you might be in a different place. So yes, sorry, I am doing my eyebrows now, and I'm going to be using Sleek, and it's a very simple thing that I use. This, as you can see, it's mostly used. I prefer to use the little, oops, it's gone, a little brush that just fell down, but today I'm going to go in with this. I'm gonna, oops, what's up? Oi, that's the one I'm going to use today. I feel like it kind of, this one makes my eyebrows more wider because it's not the skinniest. I'll show you the other one. So this is how different the other one is. See how skinny it is? I don't know whether you can see it. So anyway, I think I'm gonna use the small one. But as I was saying, if you guys want to live down, you know, if you've gone through this similar experience where a job just closes down, or you're out of a job and not knowing where is your next bread is going to come from. I know God does provide for us and opens doors for us. And if you're not a Christian, you know, it might be difficult trying to figure out, what am I going to do? I'm sorry, as I say, the lights keeps changing and it's so frustrating. It's brightening up and then it's going dark. But you know what, the best thing is that today it's not stormy. Tomorrow is meant to be very, very stormy, so we are not looking forward to that. I'm really sorry, guys. So yeah, do let me know. Let's encourage one another. Let's, you know, because something like this happening 2 times, not in a row, but a few years apart, it you know, makes me wonder, am I in the right career? You know, what we notice, especially where I am, is that many cafes, many businesses are closing down. Apparently the rent is very expensive, so people are not able probably to cope, you know, and so much competition. I think when it comes to food here, many people are coming up with ideas, and younger generations are more creative, I think, when it comes to food. So yeah, do let me know, and you know, leave something positive. I don't really want to hear anything discouraging or something like that, because as I can see, it hasn't been the easiest of the year, late last year, but 2019 was great. It was very, very good for me, and I appreciate that, and I thank God for that. I'm gonna fast send this video. I'm gonna stop talking, and yeah, I'm still figuring out whether I want to do. I'm so shy when it comes to carrying a camera around with me, taking it into shops and or the activities that I'm doing during the day. I just don't have it. I'd like someone to help me and tell me how they do it without the whole people looking at you. I need to get some courage and probably not worry that much what people think, but sometimes people give you a look and you're like, they've judged you so much. Yeah, but anyway, let me do this and then I'll be back to show you the end results of what I've done. I'm going to line my eyebrows. Do you call them eyebrows? So I'm using my concealer here. I'm just gonna clean up. You know, another thing that I was thinking actually is that having gone through these 2 times, it kind of made me think, do you wanna not be a chef anymore? You know, sometimes, to be honest, a chef job can be so glamorized, and sometimes it's just a crap job. It's so difficult, and I'll be honest, I'll speak for, I think for me this is a more male dominated job. Many women don't want to go in it because of hours, and yeah, the hours are pretty crap. You know, the time you're finishing work very late, can be late, but I've been so lucky that any place that I've worked, I've always asked in advance. You know, there's certain days I don't want to work. I want to work Monday to Friday, if I can be exempt from working weekends. And I've been so lucky and so blessed that I've met very good bosses that have allowed me to do that, you know, that I can have my weekend with my husband at home and, you know, do some activity, because my husband works Monday to Friday. So if I'm going to be working weekends, when then do I get to spend time? When do I get to I know it's a matter of sacrifice. Whenever you go to college, when you're choosing a certain career, you have to remember the sacrifices that you have to that goes with it, you know. But I've been so lucky, and sometimes I'm like, God has been great in my life, you know, despite sometimes things not going as you will hope them to go, you know, that you, how does that look? Getting better. Things not going probably as you wish them to go, you know. So yeah, chefing job is not is it is a good job, but many places the pay either is not that great, you know. Unless now you're climbing the ladder, and sometimes that can take a while, especially if you're a woman, because they tend to prioritize men, you know. They feel like as a woman you're not competent enough. But I'm such a strong, oh my goodness, I don't joke. Like, you know, I don't like being put down, you know. And I think it's fair where we are, not that we can never be all equal, you know. It's like in marriage, like you can say a man and a woman are the same. No, there have to be a level of respect in that aspect. So yeah, anyway. So I always say, someone asked me, someone came and asked me, oh, I want to be a chef. I'll be like, you have to think twice about it. Because most of the time, what happens when you're working as a chef, your weekends, they're like doctors actually. Doctors and people who work in, I think, doctors or, I don't know, here in Europe, is that you work on Christmas days, you work on those days that people are on holiday. Those are the days that you're meant to be working. And, you know, it's like an expectation. And you as a person, you're like, what's my value in it? The next thing I'm going to do is line my eyes. Excuse me. So I just took a small brush and I put a little bit of the green color. And I'm going to put it under my, whatever part of my eye is called. Goodness gracious. So yeah, it kind of has made me sometimes think, do I really want to work in the catering industry? You know, I've tried to advance myself so that I can probably, I'm not stuck in the same place. Anyway, that's it. My lashes, I have fake lashes, so they don't need any mascara, but I'm just gonna brush them, and I need to have them redone again because I've had them for a month, but I can't drive, unfortunately, for now, for another maybe a week or so, and then I should be fine. But yeah, chefing is glamorized where probably sometimes it doesn't need to. I'm going to use e.l.f. as my blush, and this is the color that that's the color that I'm going to go for. The brush. Just need a tiny bit, kind of complement the green. I think that's it. And I'm going to wear this Vivid Revolution. Actually, it's by Revolution. It's called Vivid. Just a little bit of a glow, won't hurt. So yeah, that's my little bit of a, it's not a rant, it's just something to evaluate, something to think about. I'm gonna do my lips now. I don't know what to wear. I think I'm going to wear a red lipstick. So I'm going to line my lip first with this red lip liner. I always do that. I don't know whether, do you guys line your lips first before you put on any lipstick? I believe it's a good idea. Just as you prime your face, you prime your lashes, you prime your eye. So I'm just looking into a mirror here, just in case you're... After that, I have Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is what, Current Liquid. I don't want to put too much. So that's I actually do like, that's my foundation. It looks amazing. As I said, I might go back in and get another one, because I think it does. What do you think, guys? I know my hands are a little bit darker, but you can see there's a good bit of nearly the same color. How do you like my foundation, my makeup? And yeah, guys, leave your positive comments, your ideas, what I could do to change a little bit of my YouTube, maybe get a little bit more encouraged, you know, not to lose hope, you know, and, you know, let's help each other, you know, when it comes in terms to maybe choosing a career. If you're, like for me, I will definitely advise someone who is wanting to go into being a chef and it's not in them, please don't do it, you know, because the sacrifices that you'll have to do will be so much. The amount of shouting, the amount of effing word you'll hear from higher chefs, you know, and through that, I think one thing that I learned is that no one is greater than the other. You know, they might be starting, that younger person, that commie chef might be starting, but remember, even when you're up there in your career, you started somewhere. So it's a matter of mentoring someone rather than making their lives more difficult than maybe it is. You know, people have difficulties at home. Treat each other with love. I think that's one of the things that I've come to learn with the chefing, being a chef. I've learned quite a lot, appreciating growth, you know, learning from the greater. Like for me, I've always, if I'm working somewhere and there's a head chef, like I want to see what is it that they're doing, how are they doing it, how have they achieved, how have they come to that place where they are now. So for me, I'm always aiming to grow and to get better. And for me now, as I was saying about my YouTube now growing, it's kind of disheartening a little bit, because then I'm like, what can I do better? Do I need to pause and then restart again, you know, think about it, and then, you know, so that's one of the things that I'm constantly thinking in the back of my head. But we ought to love one another. We need to share love. We need to encourage those people who are feeling a little bit down, because life is difficult as it is, you know. So yeah, show love to one another. Anyway, that's my foundation and I like it so far. You know, the things that I use, like, they're pretty good. Actually, just in case any of you will be asking me where I got that, I've had this Sedona Lace palette for years and years, and I love it because it has different colors that you can play around with. I know the color green actually doesn't go with this green, so I might have to change it. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and leave your positive comments, and I will be talking to you in the next video, which will be coming out soon. Stay blessed, and until then, don't forget to press on the bell button and you'll be notified every single time that I upload. Bye guys. Kwaheri for now.